Welcome back to Good Day. Well, do you know where your food comes from? Well, sure, you can say it comes from a farm nearby in another state. Well, do you know the farmer?
The answers to those questions can be yes. Elmore, Ohio, and Kurt and Corinna Bench of Shared Legacy Farmers. Good morning. Thanks for being here today.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Look how beautiful this is.
I know, those are gems. Like everything
They're putting the
sitting
Good Day
there.
Garden to shame right now, but that's okay.
I
That is
love what
okay.
I'm seeing.
This looks delicious. So let's start off with you've been farming for a number of years.
Yeah. So third generation farm by last name by the Benches, and we're a first generation farm organically by choice. So we're a certified organic farm.
Wow.
So we choose to really help the soil along and really produce good soil. Good soil produces good food.
Yeah.
It tastes so good.
It does. So why make that change there, Kurt?
I was out in Chicago for a while, and I volunteered for a CSA out there, and he's had a book called Omnivore's Dilemma, threw it on my lap and said, "This will change your life, kid," and it did. So it sort of brought me onto organic farming and the CSA kind of model. So
yeah, so it's challenging though work to be a farmer. You've got a lot that you're contending with, and I think that's why it's so important for people to understand where their food comes from. So with your Shared Legacy Farms, what do you want people to know about farming and where their food comes from?
We're here to change their lives. We're here to change how they eat, and how they prepare their food, and how they think about farming as a region as well too.
So many people don't know where their food comes from anymore. They don't know how to cook anymore.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to change that. We're trying to provide them with nutrient-dense food, but also teach them the lost art of how do you prepare food again, and making it easy, making it simple.
You have these ingredients. What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Correct.
So how are you guys doing that? How are you going about doing this to educate people in this way?
Yeah, so we have what's called a CSA, that stands for Community Supported Agriculture, and this is a membership model where where customers can become a member of the farm, and they get a box of produce like this from us each week. We choose what goes in there, but then we also provide them with the coaching and support for how to cook it. So we give them recipes, but we also teach them. We have tutorials in a private Facebook group. We're sending them in their email every week, here's some links to different kinds of recipes or different methods of cooking, and we have contests and challenges and prizes, and we're really just trying to, again, coach them along. It takes them a few years to become confident again in their kitchen, but we see them changing how they eat. We see their kids eating healthier. Many people are getting healthier, stopping.
Sure.
All their health issues are going away, so it's really exciting.
It's funny how that works. You start eating things that are good for you, and you suddenly start feeling better. Yeah. This produce is beautiful.
It is. So what do you have in the bin here?
So this week we have Swiss chard, garlic scapes, which are at the top of the actual garlic plant, head lettuce, zucchini, some golden beets, which are super sweet, our own carrots, some scallions, and there's some cilantro hiding in there. We also source fruit from local orchards, so there's some from the old Eshelman orchard, there's some plums, Michigan blueberries, and some blackberries from Pandora, Ohio.
It all looks phenomenal. So when it comes down to the suggested recipes and different things and challenges. So for this bin here, what are some of the things that you guys are encouraging folks to make in their kitchen with this?
Yeah, so you could make a garlic scape pesto, for instance, with the garlic scapes.
I love pesto.
Yeah. Or the beets, those usually confuse people. We might say, try making a beet hummus, and we'll give them a recipe for how they can do that, or just a simple roasting the beets in some olive oil and then dressing it with some balsamic vinegar.
That's a great idea. I would never have thought to do hummus with the beets.
Me either.
But I'm game. I'm all for that.
Yeah. What about zucchini? Any ideas? Because
I've got one in my fridge right now. I'm like, what am I going to do with this?
What am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
So any ideas with zucchini?
Yeah, well, a simple thing to do with zucchini is simply to steam it or pan fry it in some olive oil. But if you grow your own zucchini, you know that you start to get a lot of zucchinis. So what a lot of our customers do is they'll shred it and freeze it, or they'll turn it into baked goods, and then you can freeze the baked goods, whether it's bread or muffins or something like that.
I love zucchini bread, though. Yeah, that might be what I'm doing.
Yeah. So this helping people get healthier. helping the kiddos get a lot healthier. Where does that drive come from? Is that just, Kurt, for you, just generation after generation in the family being on a farm?
We're fortunate that we have that direct line of communication with our customers, so we're bringing that awareness to those families, right? So they bring their families out to the farm, they can see how stuff has grown and like see the actual benefits of like, wow, farmer, you know, I saw that carrot when it was this big, right? Or saw when we came out and planted it or wheat or something like that, they can see like the generational kind of change in that. And that's power right there. For us to have, you know, all of our knowledge be passed on to that next generation of kids, they're gonna eat well. They're gonna know who a farmer is, they're gonna know what good vegetables are, know what a true carrot should taste like.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
That's powerful.
What's the we did carrots in the Good Day Garden. Sort of. We had little tiny ones because I don't think we pulled enough and they were too close together, you know. So, but the little ones that we did have, and we did radishes too, and the flavor.
Yeah. So that's my passion, is like balancing the soil properly. Like with a good balanced soil produces a great crop, a really, you know, nutrient dense kind of crop, and that, you know, makes us healthier. When we're taking in, like, you know, a lot of things you see in a grocery store, they may look pretty, but they don't have like the true density, the nutrients that they actually should have. So that's my passion, is like growing rotations, cover crops. That's like my true passion that makes good vegetables.
Yeah, and I'm sure
tastes
people
so
can
much better.
just, exactly. They can taste the difference
It
between
affects
those
the taste.
two.
It does. Yeah. People will say that all the time, that your food tastes so much better. I didn't know broccoli could taste like this.
Oh, maybe I do like broccoli. I never thought it
Yeah,
did.
for sure.
Right? Yeah.
So for folks who want to sign up,
Yeah.
they want to make sure. So do they get these bins once a month? How is that?
It's
based?
once a week for
Once a
18 weeks, and we do all of our orders online now. We used to be at the farmer's market, but now it's all online. So you can either become a member, where you get a box like this for 18 weeks in a row, but we usually encourage people when they start just to buy from our online store, and then you can just do it whenever you want. You can do it one time, 3 times, whatever.
Feel this out.
You just,
a little bit.
So just to go to sharedlegacyfarms.com/subscribe, you get on our produce availability list, and then we let you know every weekend what's available. You go pre-order in the store, and then you meet us at one of our 3 pickup sites around Metro Toledo and pick up your bagged order from us.
Wow. So
Take
are
it home and
you
eat it.
in just Wood County or Lucas or where all?
Well, our farm is based in Ottawa County.
Oh, okay.
But we will meet up with people in Perrysburg, Sylvania, or at our home farm in
Okay.
Elmore.
Awesome.
Yep.
Wow.
Those folks order online and they just come to those 3 locations and they pick up.
And they pick it up from
Correct.
us. Yeah.
Easy as that.
It is.
Easy as
Easy.
that. And you can learn how to cook again, folks.
Yeah,
You can
we'll
learn-
teach you.
You can learn how to cook. This is great. I love
And
it.
how food really tastes.
Yeah. Thanks for what you're doing. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Well, still to come on Toledo's most fun, local, and positive 9 a.m. show. $10,000 is up for grabs.
Yeah, all you have to do to possibly win it is to visit this beautiful new home in Perrysburg. We have all of the details when Good Day continues.